got Ludwig, massive Ludwig drama just dropped, or when I say just dropped, it probably was like a week ago. I'm always late to the party. But it's Ludwig, and this guy can't go like 5 minutes without saying something stupid. I mean, he is friends with Hassan, and that comes with that territory. If you're a goon bag who hangs with Hassan, you're going to be a goon bag all the time. But anyway, we got a big Ludwig drama, I guess. I've been seeing the entire internet just roasting this guy, and I want to know what's going on. I feel like I'm missing it out. Now we got one of our favorite commentary channels right here. WestJet is bringing us the news, and I'm ready to jump right in.
Ludwig is in hot water at his house of cards. Massive day for the unemployed.
Oh, we almost missed the massive day for the unemployed. That's why I had to go back, dude. We got a massive day for the unemployed. I love that. It's the best tagline. It's so good, dude. Every time my butthole loosens for insertion.
Ludwig is in hot water and his house of cards on Twitch is falling down. The dude is a rat and a parasite that people are seeing through that. A couple days ago, I made a video.
About time, dude. About time. He is a disgusting goon bag. It's so funny. All these LA goon bags, too, they all act like they're a better and above it. And then, like, whatever her name, I've heard it in the past, she's, like, constantly just being the worst person ever to her parents. And then you look at, I don't know who this is, dude. I don't know. But you always see, like, the creepiest, weirdest stuff, and they act like it's, then it's not a problem during the time, but as soon as the internet grabs hold of it, then it's a problem, right? Then it's a problem. They're not weird, guys. He's just weird. We need to outski that guy so we can keep our consistent level of douchebaggery going, because we're a bunch of fucking hypocrites.
Video about a streamer who got too drunk at Ludwig's event and started being weird towards the girls, but little did we know, Ludwig was enabling his behavior.
Hey everybody! Mango just blew up .32!
I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mogamu's event.
Oh, dude, what did I tell you? Oh my god, I knew nothing. I did a pre-watch. I knew absolutely nothing about this goddamn drama. Dude, I'm a soothsayer. I'm a soothsayer, my boy. My boy, I'm so soothy and sayer that I just knew it. I'm going super soothsayer, dude. Oh, dude, I'm cooking. What did I say, dude? What did I say? I knew that at the party, they were all being goonbag losers. Somebody caught wind of how they were being goonbag losers. And the guy that gets in the most trouble, they throw him to the wolves. We don't stand by our friends. We're not saying that he was really drunk. He was, like, he obviously feels bad. It was, he went over the line. We kept pushing him to drink more. It's on us as well. No. We can't do that. Throw him to the wolves, baby. Let those wolves rip his dick off.
Cause, like, you know, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like,
Ludwig with Mango's blood alcohol concentration is 0.32.
Let's shoot for 40!
Okay, dude.
That was terrible. Okay, I take everything nice I said about WestJet. It's gone. All the WestJet's like glazing and knob slobbering I did, it's gone. That tweet made it good enough to where he should delete his channel. I'm sorry, WestJet. You had a good run.
Okay, Mango is like an alcoholic. Mango can drink 30 beers and act the same he does off no beer.
Bro says Mango is an alcoholic and proceeds to invite him to his drinking event. Oh, and by the way, retards on Reddit, I'm not defending Mango either. It's almost like two things can be true at once.
Exactly. You can absolutely have the position that Mango was being a weird like schizo-alcoholic, like a sexual harasser or whatever the narrative is about the guy. I mean, he's obviously being really cringe and going way too far. He can be that, and you can also call Ludwig out for saying, for not standing by his friend and being like, yeah, a part of this responsibility is on me. It's so simple to do that too. Yeah, we had Mango. We knew that he had a kind of a, he could drink a lot. He gets a little crazy when he's drunk, and we were like, wouldn't it be funny if we got him really, really drunk for the views? We didn't know it was going to get that out of hand. We should have known it was going to get that out of hand. It always gets out of hand when alcohol is involved, but they didn't do that. They fucking basically took him outside and shot him like a bad dog. I don't know in what world you think that You think that you taking your alcoholic buddy and then not having like crazy clips about him and then not standing by him, that's just fucking, I don't know. It's scummy.
Sometimes my genius is, it's almost frightening.
He's a machine of a man.
He said he had 7 beers already today.
If you ask him how many beers he's had lifetime, it's probably above
10,000.
He's the two-time champion. He's never lost.
We got a new PB! Guys, Mango just blew a .25!
Bro is trashed. A .25 is not a joke.
Yeah, dude, it's very, very, very high blood alcohol level. That is, I am Losky McCloskey, bro. It is like that explains like all these clips why he's in his underwear so much better. Dude, no one under the blood alcohol level of like a .15 is getting naked. They're just having a good time. But that .25 level is tequila makes my clothes fall off levels.
He's between like 160 and 180 pounds.
Again, not saying his behavior was okay, you goon bags, but I'm just saying, come on. They were like hyping this dude up to get as trashed as possible, and then we're surprised that it got out of hand.
He's had about like 11 or 12 drinks at this point.
Mango just blew a .32.
That is my guy. Hey, everybody! Mango just blew a .32! To be clear, that is dangerous. That's not good.
This one guy was like, this is a bad idea. Of course, Ludwig makes a I'm so sorry, Mango was bad video. But this guy was like, maybe we should like get him to stop.
That's dangerous. Let's up those numbers!
You know, in the moment, he's encouraging it, having a vibe. But then when reality sets in, he's like, by golly, a drunk guy did something stupid. I gotta distance myself.
Now, I see a lot of dialogue on, like, broader implications. I'm only worried about my team,
Self.
Yeah, dude. None of all these empathetic. We love everybody. We are whole. It's so funny, dude. Every time I see people like, "Oh, you're just making angry, big creator content." It's like, yeah, well, they pretend to love everybody, and then they will destroy. They will stab their friends in the back over nothing. These guys are the most fake losers in the entire world. And I'm over here like being an asshole, and I've never done this type of shit. I'm not gonna go live with a bunch of like my YouTuber friends, right? And like egg them on to say edgy stuff and then post that edgy stuff, be like, whoa, look how crazy this edgy stuff is. I can't believe they did that. Oh my god. And actually try to get them canceled. And that's exactly what Ludwig did. He was like, oh, look at this crazy thing. We hyped him up to do crazy stuff. No, that's really bad. I think I'm going to distance myself from you. What a fucking goon bag. What a... God, you're a snake. You're a slimy piece of shit, Ludwig. I've always did it. I've always hated this guy. I've always hated. He's the one. He's like the most fake guy on the internet.
Everybody, get your second race ready to go!
Wait, do it. Oh, sorry. I thought you were Mango. I got confused.
Me. He's f***ing me from behind. Get off me. Oh my god. He rushed so nicely.
Yeah, the exhale there is right, dickweed. When you see your friend there in that situation, you should probably help him and, you know, get him.
Bro literally just thought this clip's gonna make me look so bad. This clip's gonna make me look so bad. Instead of, my friend is fucking plastered and maybe we should get him off camera.
Out of there. Even Mango's wife saw this and responded to the situation. Let's check this out.
Oh my god.
Since I'm not bound by Keo as a civilian, at Ludwig, I watched you on stream asking for Mango to take shots. Of course, your little teeny bopper viewer ass wants to pretend that never happened. People were vomiting at your event and you never once decided to pull. Ludwig. All my
yeah, dude. Fuck that Ludwig, dude. My homie don't fuck with no Ludwig. Boy's a baby bag, a bitch.
Homies hate Ludwig. I hope you enjoy your grace for banning Mango while encouraging him to get wasted. you, Lud. Word for word. I need to do a shot. Where's Mango? And then people wonder, why do people hate Ludwig? He's such a good guy. The #2 political streamer himself even called him a golden retriever.
I mean, people hate Ludwig, dude. Think about it.
Dude, this is so fucked. The reason people hate Ludwig is because he's always, and this is what Hassan like says here, because he's like a golden retriever. He's always just trying to be nice and bring positivity and say the right thing. That's his problem. He's always trying to say the right thing and not doing the right thing. The biggest problem with the internet in today's culture is instead of doing the right thing, and it's all about how you look optically. It's all about optics. They're a bunch of fucking politicians, baby. They're like, oh, I did not have sexual intercourse in that office with that fucking secretary bitch. I am not about that type of life. When the secretary bitch is over there just doused in cum. Like, get the fuck out of here.
That this man is a fucking golden retriever. He is mathematically crafting takes that are the most like.
That's so malicious, though. Like, mathematically attracting takes. Like, yeah, that's the problem, is he's not real in any sort of sense of the word. The dude has no authenticity whatsoever. He is literally just a piece of fucking white dude clay to merge into whatever is the most popular take of that time that'll make people like this goonbag like you. And if you want this goonbag to like you, you've done something wrong in life.
That are the most like kind, empathetic, and inoffensive you can possibly be.
Funnily enough.
Oh, hey, brother, man, he wants you to be inoffensive. Oh, no, get the fuck out of here, dude. The inoffensive, it's the problem. It's fake. No one's really like that.
Hassan Adolf Diddy Bin Laden Piker here described why people hate Ludwig.
Golden retriever.
Yeah, he literally is a dog. Old Yeller, and your time has come. It's time for you to wrap it up. No
Put him in there, chat, boys.
party like a Luddy party.
No, I don't think Ludwig deserves haters either. But he still gets them.
I'd argue Ludwig doesn't deserve fans for his inauthenticity, but I'm not gonna lie, his main channel videos are good. Like, objectively, they are.
This is...
I haven't watched him. I really don't watch Ludwig because every single drama that Ludwig's ever covered and been a part of, he's been a sneaky ass snake in the entire video throughout the entire thing. So it makes me not want to watch Ludwig's content. I just find him so malicious in his day-to-day that why would I willfully watch somebody like that?
Baselessly gonna hate on him, you know, he has his moments. You know, that chess boxing stuff sponsored by Fadsley, that's tough. May Allah strike Ludwig. Spending all night goading the alcoholism of a friend you've known for 10 years, then publicly disowning them when it goes south is crazy work.
That's dangerous. Let's up those.
Dude, this was the only real one in that entire party. Hey guys, I get it. It's gone a little far. I'm thinking that this is live to millions of people, and we shouldn't fuck over our friend here just because we're drunk too.
TBF, Mango is an adult that's responsible for his own actions. Yeah, no Sherlock. Never said otherwise, but it's slimy to egg him on all night, be in the frame of all the clips, watch the harassment all night, not ask him to leave, but then publicly disown him the next day after the clips blow up, lol.
Dude,
You know,
and anybody that drunk is going to be doing stupid fucking shit like that. I'm sorry. They're going to be doing stupid shit like that. I'm not saying it's okay. It's definitely wrong of him to have let himself get that drunk in that type of situation to be that much of a goon bag. But with them egging him on, they should have said, hey, dude, you've had enough. It's time for you to go home. We're going to call you an Uber to get you to your hotel. We just can't have you here anymore. It's gone too far. We're worried about your safety. We got somebody going with you. There's so much better ways to do this. I don't know.
At the end of the day, even bouncers kick people out from nightclubs that are throwing up or being, you know, too belligerently drunk. So if you're hosting an event, I feel like you should, you know, be responsible. With friends like Ludwig, you don't even need enemies. Guy's a massive POS who only cares about his image.
Yeah, at any point you're running this, I've been at millions of parties and millions of bars where it's like your buddy's had too much, you cut him off. And anybody that tries to give him more, you say, hey, stop. This has gone on enough. I won't make a big deal out of this. You need to stop. We need to all kind of focus here to get this to end, because this is dangerous for this person at this situation.
If you're missing context from this situation, maybe you missed my last video, or God forbid you have a job. Nevertheless,
I know, crazy. That's what I'm gonna have to do after I watch that. That's what I do after all these streams. Basically, I go to my 9 to 5 where I just blow people under the overpass of like some Lovecraftian like goblin universe.
Mango actually lost his gaming organization and stopped being invited to pro tournaments.
No shot, dude. Like, again, what he was doing was cringe, but it is typical fucking way too drunk. Like, that's point. Like, if he was like 0.15 doing that shit, it's like way worse. 0.4 something, bro. Like, that is like, I don't know, dude. This is like Mel Gibson rant drunk, where I'm like, he should be able to apologize and say, I'm gonna take a break from drinking for a long time because of this, and I'd give him a pass.
Which is, you know, a pretty big hit to him. You know, Ludwig was quick to jump into the fray disavowing Mango, but as soon as everyone turns on him, he's radio silent, dropping merch and, you know, ignoring everyone. Quick to address someone else's...
Yep, this is exactly what these guys do because of the fact they're willing to just watch them burn. They watch them burn, they wait till the drama cools down on them, and then they go back to their own shit, because the drama that's going to hit them isn't going to be as hard as this type of shit. Ludwig wasn't going around humping chairs, so he's not going to get the mass, oh, look at this guy's like an assaulter. This guy's like an actual like creep. Look at this creep, bro. He's not gonna get those accusations when I think that he is for goading this shit on and like playing this shit up. But he's not gonna, his drama's not gonna last as long because he's had like a gajillion of these slimy cuckbag dramas.
Drama, but never your own. Spike would never. You know, that's literally death by 1,000 cuts.
Bankai.
For a second, my love for Bleach almost distracted me from my hate for Ludwig. You know, even the virgins on Reddit were unhappy about this one. This was going generational on livestream fail. Ludwig ignores concerns he might be enabling Mango's alcoholism. Yeah, that's not a great look. Hindsight is 2020, but knowing someone is an alcoholic and being asked directly if you think you're enabling them and hand-waving, it is not great. You can't expect him to be an expert at dealing with an addict, but encouraging someone that blew a 0.25 to see if they can go higher? Jesus.
Yeah, dude, like, this is it gets to the point where it could be dangerous to the point that somebody could die. It's like... I don't know, dude. I don't know. Putting somebody at that type of level where that is definitely like alcohol poisoning levels.
See, this is what's called a functioning alcoholic, and this is to go even further beyond. Cheering for a 0.32 blood alcohol is crazy work. Seriously, that's actually dangerous. And you know, when Reddit's the voice of reason, you know you're cooked. Despite
dude, it's like Reddit is like batting like 0 for 1 billion, and when they hit that one that gets them to first base, that's fucking wild, brother. That's fucking wild. And honestly, I just sit here and I'm thinking like when I saw the clips of Mango, I was like, oh, dude, that's cringy. What a these LA goons are like on Twitch streamer goons on another level, and I was like, I bet they're gonna throw him under the bus or whatever, which he deserved. But knowing he was like blowing a 0.32, this is like that unhinged guy that you're like, yo, he's a really cool guy, but we need to cut him off. We need to cut him off. He's gone too far. And then the next time we all hang out, he's like, yeah, dude, I'm so sorry about that. I feel so bad. I don't remember most of it. You know, it's cool, man. It's cool. We get it. We were there. We knew we were all a little worried about you, but we sent you home. No, these guys were like, no sending him home. We want him to die.
Pushing 40, Pokimane here was actually the voice of reason as well.
7 beers already today.
You know, her spidey senses are tingling. She's like, eee.
Okay, Mango is like an alcoholic.
Girls, fear not. Mango's an alcoholic. He can handle a couple of beers.
So I feel really bad about that. And
who would have ever predicted if you give an alcoholic some liquor, something would happen, huh?
I am the liquor.
Julian.
I could have hired an Indian to edit this, but I did it myself, so subscribe. Also, is it just me or I feel like...
Oh, make sure to always subscribe to WestJet. I think he makes some of the best commentary videos on the platform. The guy's definitely a sweet, sweet boy.
Like, there's a lot of liability recording these cringy streamers
and at the same time, subscribe to my channel. I bring you all this great content. I find it for you. I like edge it out. I crawl through the glass and the shards of the AIDS to get you the best YouTube content on the platform, and make sure that I give you my sweet, nasally annoying voice to go along with it, and tell you about how I might have the smallest penis in the world, but I'm also the coolest guy.
Parties. Like, when alcohol's involved, you never know what's gonna happen, so I think this is a rookie mistake in itself.
WestJet, Mango's like 40. He should be handling his own liquor.
Guys, Mango just blew a 0.25!
You know, at least Miskiff wasn't there, because we all know he would have covered it up.
Yeah, Miskiff would have just deleted all the footage and said, nah, I don't remember any of this happening, actually. I think that you're crazy. We're just gonna gaslight until it doesn't work anymore, and then everybody just forgets about it, and Asmongold's the bad guy. I'm gonna be able to stay in the BBNO money video, but my buddy Asmongold's getting kicked out because of his political takes.
If you're having him blow a breathalyzer and being like, oh my god, he's like triple the legal limit, you're part of the problem. Wouldn't you be like, hey, I'm Ludwig, I'm almost 30 years old. I probably know that this guy shouldn't be drinking so much.
Yo, I like this guy. He called out his age instantly.
Taking advantage of somebody with substance problems for entertainment purposes, and then when it goes wrong, you just blame them. He harasses these women all night, and they don't do... Why doesn't Ludwig stop this sooner?
No, it's because genuinely Ludwig thought nothing was wrong with it until he started getting backlash.
Exactly. 100%. Dude, he was like, oh, they're laughing, but they're laughing, bro. They're laughing. It's okay. It's okay, brother, because the laugh, the giggle, you see her smile there? That's the same smile she has when she doesn't pay her parents back the money she owes them. It's the same smile, dude. We're cool. We're cool. If her parents are cool with it, he can hump the back of her chair. It's fine, dude. Let's see if we can get him up to a 0.50.
But also, like, from my perspective, and just to like give like what my perspective is, it's really difficult when there are a lot of people in a lot of different areas to keep eyes on everybody and see what they're doing.
Wrong. I mean, that would make sense if Mango literally wasn't the center of attention during all of this. Tectone with hair had a good take here.
Instead of Ludwig blaming all of this on Mango, I think he should stop.
Dude, what's with Yeet always putting out clips at like potato quality? Now I get it. My quality on my channel's not great because I have a PC that runs on old men having sex next to a generator. But at the same time, Yeet be just trolling people with how shitty his fucking content, or like how shitty his clips are.
Doing events with alcohol. If you want to be a squeaky clean advertiser, brand-friendly content creator,
these guys have been friends for a while, and to me, Ludwig just feels like a piece of shit. I think people would also respect Ludwig a lot more if instead of, you know, putting everything on Mango, he came out and acknowledged that he was enabling him in a way.
100%, 100%. If he would have just been like, yeah, I think we need to like cool it off on the Mango hate. None of us are really mad. I've talked to Pokimane. I've talked to everybody that was there. We were all pretty drunk. Mango was getting a little out of hand, but we were pushing him to like new levels of drunkenness, and I don't think it's fair to put all this on him. And that would have been way cooler. Just like, and even if you want to like say, now, do I think what he was doing was okay? No, but I didn't do anything to stop it either, so I'm just as responsible, and I think we need to cool it for the Mango drama. That's the cool thing to do as a friend. But again, this guy's friends with Hassan Piker, and Hassan Piker and iDubbbz have proven that you can fuck over your friends as hard as you want, because all that matters at the end of the day is how you look.
He did. A lot of these streamers are genuinely stunted. If you see that their age is 33, in their head, they're actually 23 because, you know, outside of university or like whatever, they actually haven't had much real world experience. They sort of live in their own bubble, and that bubble's about to pop. Even the 43-year-old Genshin Impact player chimed in.
I think Ludwig is a f***ing liar. I think he's a f***ing snake, and I think he would throw anybody under the bus to avoid a hate threat of his own. Ludwig,
yep.
When you...
No, this is just who he is. He's the little fucking slimy snake boy. Dude's like waiting for you to mess up so that he can bite your ankles and watch you die from the poison on the ground while he sits there. I didn't fucking do it, guys. It wasn't me. Oh, no. I had no part in this. I'm just a sweet, sweet boy.
Invite your friend, a known alcoholic. You will know that his weaknesses, that his vices will be there, and you don't get him kind of drunk. You get him 4 times past the legal limit, double blackout drunk, near fatal levels of intoxication. You point the camera at him, you say, good job, do more.
Ludwig. All my homies hate Ludwig.
So it looks like there has been a little bit of more developments. This is future King Jiffy here. Wanted to make sure I set the record straight. He made a sort of apology, and he kind of addressed some of the things after tons and tons of backlash and him becoming a meme through the he blew a .32 thing. Leave it to Hassan's favorite lapdog and the Labrador Retriever of YouTube to try to make himself seem like the good guy throughout the entire thing, really putting it back on Mangoes and saying, well, Mangoes is going to be alright. He's an adult. He'll eventually get unbanned. It's not like I kind of made the first push toward getting him banned. And I'm not saying that I like Mangoes. Hell, I didn't even know who he was before this drama happened. And to be honest, if you know somebody's an alcoholic and you bring him to an alcohol party, you kind of know that something like this is going to happen. They're going to do something unhinged. Anybody who's known an alcoholic knows that they go down these little crazy routes. And the fact that they were hyping him up to the point where they're trying to get him to get drunk past the .32. And don't get me even started on the fact that Ludwig is sitting over here like, well, we don't know how accurate the breathalyzer was. We got it off like AliExpress. That's such a gay cop-out. Get the hell out of here. What an absolute loser. Now he's got a little like side proxy war with Tectone going over this whole debacle, and that's one of the gayest things I've seen like all year. It's basically boiled down to Ludwig can't stop talking about Tectone. Tectone can't stop talking about Ludwig. Only Ludwig keeps pretending he doesn't know who Tectone is or what he's about or doesn't have to watch him. And it's kind of funny. It's kind of turning into Hassan and Asmongold, which is kind of ironic. Now, don't get me wrong, all you Tectone fans out there. I don't mean this as a giant slight, but come on. If we're going to put Tectone anywhere, he is like Asmongold's lapdog. He's the Ludwig equivalent to Asmongold, and Ludwig is obviously Hassan's Ludwig. He's his little bitch boy. Hassan sends out a text every time he thinks about posting a video to make sure his socialist buddy says everything's a-okay. And I do like the way that he kind of grifts back to the socialism thing, because he knows that if he can maintain this Hassan cult fan base and all these goon bags on his side, and I know what you're gonna say, oh, King Jiffy, how do you even know that his fan base is rabid? Well, I mean, the fact that he shares a fan base with Hassan fans is enough for me to know that there are a bunch of cult maniacs that anytime anybody says anything toward their favorite people, they go absolutely crazy. They're like sharks that smell blood in the water. They're insane people. They're all a part of their little fucking circle jerk cult that eventually they all get kicked out of because they're not quite progressive enough. No one is holier than thou or some gay shit like that. But yeah, I just figured I had to make that addendum so that I could actually say, yeah, I did see the apology. It was lame and cringe, and it felt very forced out of him, to the point that it was like his fan base was like, wow, dude, you kind of egged him on, and blah, 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 and he threw a little hissy fit. He's like, oh, WestJet's gonna make another 15 videos on me. This is really cringe. I better address it. Otherwise the people will never shut up about it, so I'm gonna take the most lame brain apology ever. It's not really an apology. I'm gonna stand my ground, but also kind of say that I didn't do a good job in enabling him, when you shouldn't have even been feeding him alcohol the way you were to begin with. I mean, what is the idea behind your little contest? Oh, I'm gonna bring an alcoholic in and get him as drunk as possible, use him for as much content as humanly possible, to the point that it causes a giant scene, and then, oh, well, it wasn't my fault. This all lands on Mango's, even though we kept passing him as many shots as humanly possible. And I get it, everybody's their own people and everybody's gonna make their own mistakes, but come the fuck on, dude. Passing somebody that much alcohol and then expecting them to act like a civilized human being is the dumbest thing I've seen in a very long time, and to pretend that it's anything else, it's just absolutely lame brain. It's typical Hassan logic, right? Oh, deflect, blame somebody else, say that you weren't a part. I didn't make the content cop, iDubbbz made the content cop. I don't know, this is like such Hassan tactics, and I think it's really cringe. I mean, what a cuckbag. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. I hate Ludwig. I just think he's the most slimy person on the internet. He is just such a malicious goon bag, and anybody, sure, you might like his main channel videos because they're fun, but I just want you to know that, like, every person who collabs with him, and if they're friends with him, he might have a big friend group now, but the further this goes down the line, eventually he will stab anybody in the back just to keep himself above water, and one day they'll come for him. One day they will go after him to a malicious extent, to the point that he is outskied from the cool club. It happened to Ethan Klein, it'll happen to iDubbbz, it'll happen to all of them. They eat their own at such an incredible rate that I don't know why you'd want to be in these little like circle jerks. I really don't. But that's all I got on that one, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.